You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. Good day, sir. How are you on this Monday morning?
Another action-packed weekend.
Yeah. So much to do.
I guess. Well, it's getting pretty almost rainforest-ish.
Is it really?
Anymore weather-wise. Yeah. All that's growing is like the weeds and stuff. It's
We got to do something.
We have a whole yard full of weeds.
What's better than last year? We had nothing but dirt.
This is true. It's an improvement.
One of my favorite all-time actors, and I don't think he's ever been celebrated quite enough, if at all, Dick Van Dyke's brother, Jerry Van Dyke.
Oh, I liked Jerry Van Dyke.
It's a birthday today, and I think the last time, which was a pretty good series.
So
he was on Coach, and long before that, he was on a little thing called My Mother, the Car.
Oh, yeah.
Which was purported to be one of the worst sitcoms ever in the history of television. I actually loved it. It aired from 65 to 66, where Jerry's mother was actually reincarnated as a 1928 Porter automobile.
Okay.
It was awesome.
They should do a remake on that.
Alex Rodriguez has a birthday today.
Is that A-Rod?
That is A-Rod. And it's interesting because J-Lo, his fiance, just had a birthday last Friday, I believe.
Well, you're telling me they both have birthdays?
They do, yeah. And
They were
pretty
meant
close
for each
together.
other.
Of course, J-Lo is now 51. Alex turns 45 today. He, in case you don't know, was Yankees shortstop. Played in 14 All-Star games. Guy was a beast, man. He's a good baller. And speaking of sports, Triple H.
Hollywood Hulk Hogan?
Finest wrestlers ever in the history of the world.
Who didn't love the Hulk?
Triple H. I had the pleasure of seeing Triple H. I brought my son Luke for his 13th birthday and two of his little rowdy buddies out to the arena for SmackDown Raw. So the headline match was Triple H against our homeboy Brock Lesnar out of beautiful Webster, South Dakota.
So
Really?
Triple H, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, is different than Hulk Hogan, right? Or is it the same guy?
Triple H has
It's the same
nothing to do with
guy.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
No.
I thought it was
It's
Hollywood
Triple
Hulk
H.
Hogan.
Why do you guys get involved in sports? You never know anything you're talking
Who's
about.
Triple H?
Triple H, a completely different wrestler. Are you kidding me?
We don't know.
I don't know anything about wrestling after like the 80s and 90s.
Triple H was a headliner for a long time.
Did it stand for Hollywood
Bad
Hulk
guy.
Hogan or no?
No.
Oh,
Hollywood Hulk Hogan is Hulk Hogan.
I don't know. What's Triple H stand for? You
Wow.
look really disappointed, Dan.
Wow.
We're gonna sit over here and not talk about sports for a minute. Go ahead.
See, now just
Unbelievable.
earlier you were saying, Heidi, you don't talk enough, and now here you are rolling your eyes at me because I'm talking. Maybe
went
this
off
is
the
why I don't
rails
talk.
So fast.
Sorry
I apologize to anyone who knows anything
about anything. Really.
about anything.
Wow, I'm not talking anymore for the
Me
rest of
neither.
the show. I'm done.
51 today. In case you're wondering, Triple H did take Brock Lesnar out at the last minute.
Oh, wow.
Unlike most wrestlers that would do it with a folding chair, Triple H happened to have an entire banquet table stashed under the ring.
Oh wow!
And he beat him with a banquet table.
Holy cow!
And the
that
ref
happened
couldn't,
on.
the ref couldn't interject because the ref had been knocked out earlier in that match.
Are you kidding? Wow, this guy's violent.
It was absolutely awesome.
And we celebrate him today.
I sure do.
Okay.
He was terrific. 1940, Bugs Bunny makes his very first appearance in a cartoon, his debut in the cartoon Wild Hare.
Yeah.
1890, Dutch painter Vincent van Gogh shoots himself. You know, he had some self-esteem problems.
He did indeed. Cut off his ear.
Got off his ear, and then a few
Mailed
years
it to his
later,
girlfriend.
he shot himself. He would die 2 years or 2 days later, actually, from that incident. 1953, the Korean War ends. Kind of. North Korea and the United Nations sign an armistice to stop fighting and then divide Korea at the 38th parallel.
North
So
and
then you have
South.
South Korea and North Korea, but nothing ever really got finalized.
Oh.
And so technically that war went on up until recently, actually,
No kidding.
which was really kind of crazy. That whole thing was,
Heidi's grandfather fought in the Korean War.
Yeah.
Super nice man.
yeah, and it was, really kind of messy. And in case you do get confused, South Korea, good Korea, North Korea, crazy Korea.
Pretty much.
Just so you know, North Korea, where little Rocket Man hangs out. So there you go. And Now you know, and again, for those of you keeping score at home, Hulk Hogan and Triple H are not the same person.
Now we
Okay.
know.
Not the same.
Hollywood Hulk Hogan is 3 H's, just so we're clear.
But he never called himself Triple H.
Maybe
not
I called him
once.
Triple H.
He was also Thunder Lips in Rocky 3, but
Yeah.
nobody called him that.
No, we called him a lot of things, but not that.
Okay, here's the thing. At least if I'm curious about any of this, which I'm not, I could always look it up and read about it, unlike you, Mr. Downton Abbey.
Oh, it's true. She will not forget anything.
Wow.
Man. That's for those of you just new to the program, that's a throwback to about 9 months ago right there.
Women don't forget.
Dan, I feel bad for you.
I'm just sitting
You're
here
just lucky it's a
wondering-
Monday and she's feeling nice today.
wondering why. It's like, why I get up and come in for beatdowns and pain.
Oh, whatever. You started it. You were throwing shade at me. I was just clapping back. mister.
I'm going to just turn their microphones off. You are listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
Do you pay too much for insurance? Have you looked around? Or are you too chicken? Don't be afraid to look around to see if you can find a better deal at InsuranceChicken.com. We make it super simple for you to see rates from several different companies, to see what they have to offer, all in one place. Heck out great insurance deals at InsuranceChicken.com. Is it time for you to cross the road? See if we can save you money each month at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I love to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Well, top of a brand new week to you two little love-doving birdie dirties. You, hey, Al, good to see you. Heidi.
Dan.
Answer me this. You ever work in a coffee shop?
No.
'Cause I'm digging you a latte.
Wow.
Okay. Radio Rangers, gather around. Time for your old buddy Ranger Dan. Lay a little critter knowledge on you. You know, we're dang near done going through this whole alphabet thing. Goodness gracious. It's been quite the adventure. I think we've learned a whole heck of a lot. Today's letter is Y.
Have
Okay.
we learned why we're doing this?
Why? No. Yeah, you just hang in there, Al. We'll get back to you. Letter Y, it's interesting. All the following critters do start with Y, but they do have one thing in common, and I think you'll catch on in no time flat. We have the yellow-crowned night heron, the
Okay.
yellow-billed kingfisher, the yellow-billed stork, the yellow-eyed penguin, the yellow-tailed black cockatoo, the yellow-throated warbler,
Wow.
the yellow-legged gull, the yellow-legged thrush, and the yellow throat.
Oh, wow. A lot of yellow
A lot of
stuff.
yellows.
So I did a little digging on that, wondering what that whole situation was about, and here's what we got. The whole yellow thing with the aforementioned critters, that has to do with jaundice. Now, what is jaundice? Jaundice is the yellowing of the skin or the whites of the eyes, typically caused by obstruction of the bile duct, breakdown of red blood cells, or liver disease.
Yikes.
So if you should come in contact with one of the aforementioned critters, it's best to just put them out of their misery. Well, that's all the time we have today, little
Missed
Radio
one,
Rangers.
Ranger.
I sure hope you learned a lot. I know I sure did. You know,
gosh.
the mercy killing is the way to go.
What about yaks?
Don't want any critters suffering. This Ranger Dan out. Say it with me.
Yes, sir.
Some credit cards have really high rates or big annual fees. Usually, people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If that sounds like you, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes, and you may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card hopes you don't think about it, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Water Cooler Talk with Mr. Dan Farris. And what do we have for today, sir?
Well, but pretty simple. You know, again, you can't seem to get away from negative. This kind of an upsurge. And we actually did this a couple months ago. I'm talking about a lot of people who grow locally, right? They have seen about a 25% across the board uptick in their business.
Oh, yeah.
As opposed to people buying national products. For instance, several months ago, we actually bought a pig.
We did.
From a local farmer ranch. Yes, and we named him Trevor. Don't name your food, kids.
No, it's a bad idea. It tastes good when you know it's Trevor.
But people are doing vegetables and
Heidi planted a garden
stuff, and which a lot of people are doing. But the actual purchase of these things has grown quite significantly from just a year ago, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Which is pretty cool. So local growers and whatnot are seeing a real uptick, and it's a direct effect of the Rona.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what that is, and. Well, I was thinking about that, and I actually came across this story a few days ago. I got behind one of those driver's education cars the other day.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and a lot of that is state-run, county-run, whatever. It's big. It's government is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Driver's education, for instance, the way they have that set up, I believe it's like you got to spend like 30 hours in the classroom, and it's 6 hours behind the wheel, and it's pretty expensive, whatever. And then I saw that only about 20% of the U.S. population of people who drive can drive a manual transmission or a stick.
Oh, yeah.
And so to keep it local, I'm now offering Dan's driver's education.
Oh, you're going to teach me how to drive a stick?
That's
Okay.
me. Yes.
In your car, though?
In my car.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, so if you'd like to get on it, we're going to make it pretty simple.
Are they going to sit in the passenger seat, or are you going to let them drive?
They're going to drive.
Holy
It's $50 an hour, 3-hour minimum, plus expenses. And that's gas, food, whatever I need. Beef jerky,
New suit.
Beef jerky ain't free.
So $50 an hour plus expenses.
That's it. Yeah, we're just going to drive, man. I'm going to run the stereo, so keep your mitts off it. But yeah, I'll teach your kid how to drive a stick.
Okay.
And do some exhibition driving.
I kind of want to see this.
We ain't playing around here. I mean,
Do you need a license for this, or?
Nah, not as far as I know.
I can't imagine you letting anybody behind the wheel of your car.
Oh, it's well insured. No, we're going to start out in the O'Gorman parking lot or something. That's
a lot of light poles you can still hit. I've seen that done.
Get out of the city limits.
Well, that's exciting.
Let it rip.
It's an exciting new venture
so
for
if
you.
or your child would like to learn, how to drive an actual car,
Manual transmission.
Get a hold of Dan's driver's education. That number is 605-867-5309.
All right. That's easy enough to remember. So if people are interested, is there a limit on how many people you're going to accept, or everybody?
Well, if you've ever been in the back seat of a Mustang, it really isn't a back seat.
It's kind of one-on-one training, is what you're saying?
Pretty much where you just keep your baseball bat and your handguns.
Yeah. So. Is there training on that as well, Dan?
Maybe.
Well, this ought to be interesting. I wish you the very best on your new venture.
You bet. Keep it local, man. That's what I'm all about.
I'm thinking one of these days we need to talk about our new... I know we still don't have an official name for our private investigation firm, but we are working on one.
Yes.
So it's not a secret investigation firm. We can talk about it. It's a private investigation firm.
That's right.
I came back the other day, and Heidi and Dan were talking about this, and the next thing you know, now it sounds like we may seriously do this.
I think we'd be awesome at it.
It would be a lot of fun.
Sioux Falls needs a crack private investigative
That's right.
team.
Yeah.
That's why we're
Much
here.
like the A team. We
That's
would
right.
be the B team. All right. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
We're here to make it better.
If you find that drug or alcohol problems are hitting you too close to home, you can get help. Maybe it's time for rehab. Your insurance may even cover everything. Learn more at Time4Rehab.com. Get help for a drug or alcohol problem within 24 hours.
We're here to make it better.
Get more information at Time4Rehab.com. That's Time4Rehab.com.
Time now for our Bright Spot of News, brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. Our Bright Spot of News today shines on Giving Hope Bingo. And some folks know Giving Hope Bingo as Burnside Bingo. It's located on Burnside Boulevard in Sioux Falls. And I've got Neil with me. Neil, how you doing, sir?
I am doing great. Thank you so much for having me today.
Now, you guys have something that's coming up tonight. Every Monday night, you've been doing the Giving Hope Raffle. So let's talk a little bit about Giving Hope Raffle and how folks can still buy a ticket today if they want to get a ticket.
Yeah, Giving Hope Raffle is a Chase the Ace program that started out we're on week 12 right now. Week 13 is closing out, and the jackpot's risen to almost $2,400, and it grows every time somebody buys a ticket. Very simple program. Go to GivingHopeRaffle.com. Simply pick a card. Once you pick your favorite number for the card, it'll take you to a number of chances for winning. You select the number of chances. It's 5 chances for $5, 15 chances for $10, or 50 chances, the best value, for $20. And buy your chances. And every Monday night, you got a chance to win minimum of $150 guarantee. Or if you pick the ace of spades, you're going to win the entire pot.
That's really cool.
Yeah, chance tonight, $2,400.
And the thing that's nice, it's really simple. You go to GivingHopeRaffle.com. Anywhere in the state of South Dakota, you pick a card, you buy your tickets, and then wait till Monday to see if you're a big winner. So tonight is the night. Now, you've got bingo open again at Giving Hope Bingo as well. And which nights of the week are you doing bingo right now?
Yeah, we started out just testing the waters, seeing what our crowds would be like. People have responded so great to being back open, and we're just so excited to be able to add another day. So we've added Tuesday, and Tuesday is Veterans Night. So every Tuesday, come in, and we're going to give a percentage back to the VFW Post 628 here in Sioux Falls. Don't have to be a veteran. You just got to come in and play some bingo. It's great. We have a progressive jackpot every Tuesday night. This week, the jackpot is up to $550 if you black out in 51 numbers or less. The jackpot will grow every week until we reach $1,000 and 60 numbers. So there's a lot of stuff we're doing in-house. We've got Wednesday nights, our value night. Thursday night, we have events going on. Friday nights, we're playing. Saturday, we play an afternoon session and a evening session on Saturdays. Doors open every day, Tuesday through Saturday. Doors open at 4:30. We do a happy hour session starting at 5:45. Early birds warm up 6:30, and then the first ball call 7:05.
And it is a whole lot of fun. If you've not been out to play bingo in a while, I encourage you to get out and do that. Now, is there a minimum age to play bingo?
No, we really want to be a family-orientated location for entertainment. There's so many things that are closed right now, and we want families to come in. We want to make sure that that families can come in, have a great time, low cost. We've got everything in our concession stands made fresh. We got some great baked goods. We've got great chicken strips. Boneless wings, hamburgers are all fresh made to order. They're 3rd-pound burgers. A family of 4 can come in. They can play bingo, eat, and spend the entire night for less than they go to a movie.
And I encourage you to get out and do it. Neil, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us about this.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And we're going to have Neil back in to talk about something really cool coming up called the Hot Days of Summer. It's coming up in August. We'll have all those details next time we chat with him. And I'll throw all the information on our Facebook page today as well. Facebook.com/sunnyradio and Facebook.com/Sioux Falls News. This has been your Bright Spot of News, brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. Many people have dabbled in the stock market for their very first time ever this year. If you're new to the market, but you don't want to learn things the hard way and the expensive way, I encourage you to subscribe to this free newsletter. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com. Subscribe for free. If you change your mind, just unsubscribe. Sign up for free right now at marketbeatminute.com. That's marketbeatminute.com. And it's time right now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris. What do we have? Oh, hey, I guess I just throw it to you now. With Mr. Dan Farris.
I know, celebrities.
Fabulous.
And celebrities. Who are celebrities? Well, professional athletes and professional sports teams can't get away from it. It is entertainment, or sure used to be. If you are an NBA fan, you may know this and you may not. Apparently, the Minnesota Timberwolves are on the block.
Oh, really?
And it looked like the Wilf family, Ziggy and the crew who owns the Minnesota Vikings, they were looking to maybe also buy the Timberwolves. Whatever deal was in the offing, that has completely fallen apart.
Oh, wow. So I could buy the Timberwolves?
You sure could.
What's it going to cost me, though?
About $1.4 billion.
I'm only $1.4 billion short.
Which is really interesting because they've never actually, filled a trophy case. And I believe last season they were 19-45. But that's the going grade. Now, Kevin Garnett, who was a huge, fantastic player and pretty good guy, apparently he's trying to put a group of buyers together to buy that team too. What makes him worth over $1 billion is beyond me, but apparently the paperwork is there. If you'd like to own an NBA team, just call the Target Center, connect.
Ask for Michael. He can help you.
Yeah, ask for Michael.
Michael is.
Ask for Bob.
Michael can always help you.
$1.4 million. That's confusing to me.
It's a lot of dough.
But there you go.
So could I, if I said, hey, I want to just start my own team in Sioux Falls, could I do that? Do I need like a permit to start a...
Depends on what kind of team you're talking about.
Well, NBA, because that's NBA, right?
Yeah, they probably would say no, John.
Well, I'm not saying me.
What
because,
are the requirements for
I'm wondering if they
starting a team in your community that you want to be recognized by them?
Are you talking a professional sport?
Oh, if it's us, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, how does one get a professional sports team that doesn't already have one in existence?
Some sort of, if it's $1 billion, there must be a limit on how many teams there can be. Otherwise, they would just say, well, I'll just start my own.
Well, part of it is what's already going on in the league. For instance, the NFL has 32 teams. That's an even number. It has to be an even number because of playoffs and matchups, and everybody plays the same number of games, et cetera, et cetera. And for the most part, they take a look at, okay, what is this city? Will the city support this thing? I mean, there's a reason the Oakland Raiders have jumped all over the map and finally landed in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's where the dough is and whatever. And the reason teams leave, for instance, keep in mind, you got the L.A. Lakers, one of the biggest NBA franchises, they're huge.
Yeah.
Well, they started out as the Minneapolis Lakers.
Yeah, that's why they're called Lakers.
That's where they're from, but they didn't
Land
get
of
supported.
Okay.
They weren't supported. So, if you wanted to bring a pro team here to Sioux Falls, it's simply not going to happen. City's not big enough. The dough isn't big enough. Plus, it's TV revenue, too. How large is that market?
Yeah, I suppose. So how much would the Lakers be worth if the Timberwolves are worth $1 billion?
Oh, gosh. Well over 2, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, Dan, thank you for that report.
And actually, the most expensive or the biggest net worth team in all of sports, all of professional sports in the United States of America, it's actually the New York Yankees.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that.
Yeah, you would think it would be a football team, but it's not. It's the Yankees.
Yeah, they've been around a long time. Well, thank you for that report. I learned stuff, like sports stuff today, Heidi.
Yeah, there you go. So if you're looking for an NBA team, there you go, the Timberwolves. Just go snag them. Have some fun. Go crazy.
I'm going to go start a sports podcast with all this new knowledge. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour with Dan Farris.
If you have a credit card, we'd like to help you make sure it's the best credit card for you. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to bettercreditcards.com to see if we can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. If you don't have a credit card right now, you can check us out too at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Monday, July 27th, 2020. The trading week ended on a sour note Friday, with the markets down from the week's open and the previous week's close. Price action was impacted by rising tensions between the U.S. and China after China ordered the U.S. to close one of its embassies. The move is due to similar action from the U.S. earlier in the week and a series of events that threatens to send the two nations deeper into a Cold War. Action in other markets was equally noteworthy. The dollar index continues its decline to fall to a new low. With the dollar trading below 94.75, the stage is set for a much deeper decline. In response to the dollar's decline, gold prices are rising. The price of spot gold rose more than 0.5% on Friday to extend a strong week of gains and bring the metals up to just shy of its all-time high. Oil prices drifted higher for the week, but traders are warned a rounding top is in play and lower prices are in the forecast. You can get the inside track in your inbox at marketbeatminute.com.